说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello, newbies. We are Chinese Pod. I am Ken Carroll.
And I am Jenny Zhu.
And good, Jenny, tell us a little bit about the lesson today.
Oh, we're going to probably the most iconic place, or one of the
place.
most iconic places in China.
Which is?
Tiananmen.
Tiananmen.
对
Tiananmen. Those are really interesting tones. Could you tell us what the tones are?
3 first tones.
3 first tones. Let's listen to that again.
There are 2 first tones and 1 second tone.
2 first and a second. Let's hear that.
天安门 Tiananmen.
Tiananmen.
对
Wow.
Sounds very peaceful.
It does.
Which is what the name means.
Yeah, it means peace.
Heaven and peace.
Yes, heavenly peace.
Heavenly peace. 对
Yeah. Wow. Tiananmen.
是的
Sounds very relaxing. I'm going to nod off here listening to it. Tiananmen. So we're going to, you probably know that Tiananmen is a place in Beijing.
Yes.
A place where all the tourists go. And not just tourists. I mean, I go whenever I'm in Beijing.
And also local residents.
You bet.
Every day they ride or drive or walk past Tiananmen
Yeah.
and they have to stop.
That's right.
In the morning and the afternoon when the flag rises or
Exactly.
goes down.
So it's an interesting place to be with tons and tons of history.
对
So anyway, we're going to take a look at this, Tiananmen, today. We're going to have a little dialogue. If you haven't studied Chinese before, do not worry. We'll take it apart for you. And 10 minutes from now, you'll know what it's all about. So let's sit back and listen, and piece by piece, we'll put it all together.
Dialogue first time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
Second time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
Third time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
So it was a lesson on how to get to Tiananmen.
Yes. Yes.
That's important.
That is correct. So let's translate it now and see how it works out.
Okay. 请问天安门在哪里？
Excuse me, can you tell me where Tiananmen is?
请问天安门在哪里？
Excuse me, can you tell me where Tiananmen Square is?
请问天安门在哪里？在前面，
Yeah, it's up ahead.
在前面，
Yeah, it's straight ahead.
在前面。怎么走？
Oh, how do I get there?
怎么走？
Which way do I go?
怎么走？一直走，右转。
Go straight and then turn right.
一直走，右转。
Walk straight and take a right.
一直走，右转。
Okay. Now, you may have seen that we translate it in slightly different ways.
Yes.
Because, you know, words don't often translate totally directly. You can't translate word for word or you end up with something odd. So what
You
we
end up
translate...
like those software.
Exactly, the software translation. So what we do is give you the high-frequency Chinese, and
The
it's equivalent.
human translation.
Exactly, the equivalent then in English. So let's get back and let's take a look at it. Now, the first sentence.
请问天安门在哪里？
Now, the first expression here is,
请问，请问
and this means,
May I ask?
may I ask a question?
对 very polite way
Very
to
polite.
start your question.
Indeed, 请, third tone, literally means please.
Please, yeah.
And 问 means ask
Yes.
as in a question.
Incidentally, it's also the name of our Chinese podcast.
That is correct.
请问
请问
where we take your questions
Yes.
about grammar
That's
or
right.
anything related to the Chinese language and
right.
answer them.
That's right. So 请问 means feel free, to ask.
Feel free to
also.
ask.
Yeah,
对。
yeah. So in this case, you can say when you are going to ask somebody a question. Now the question here is,
天安门在哪里？天安门在哪里？
now we had Tiananmen, and that's the place in Beijing,
Yes.
the famous square. And it means heavenly peace. Heavenly peace. Tian as in sky.
安 as in peace,
Peace.
and 门 means gate.
Yes.
天安
So
门
my translation would be the gate of heavenly peace.
Oh,
That's probably how
beautiful,
you say it. Yeah,
regal.
the gate of heavenly peace. Now, 在哪里? Where?
对
So there you go. So in Chinese, in English, you're mostly say, where is you say the place, but in Chinese, you can say the place and then ask where.
，yes.
So let's hear it again.
请问天安门在哪里？天安门在哪里？
Yeah. Now, when you say Tiananmen, everybody knows it means the square. of
对
Tiananmen.
，you don't need to
For-
say the word for square.
Yeah, they'll know that. Now, your interlocutor replies,
在前面，在前面，
在前面. Tell us a little bit more about this phrase, Jenny.
前面 means ahead.
Ahead. Yeah.
前 second tone,
Yeah.
面 fourth tone.
Okay, 前面.
前面 just means
in
ahead.
front, ahead of you.
In front,
Over there.
对
Yeah.
And 在 means to be in
To
a
be.
location sense,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So it is, meaning indicating it exists over there. 前面. And ahead of you, up front.
Yes.
Up ahead. There you go. So it's a very loose kind of expression, but it basically means in front of you.
Yeah.
Right. You can infer it doesn't mean behind you. Or if the person might look in a direction and nod towards it or point.
Yeah.
Right.
在
Say,
前面。
it's over there. Yeah. Now, here's a really, 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 really common and really Chinese way to ask, well, how do I get there? And it's
怎么走？怎么走？
so it's a great way to ask. 怎么走? And it literally translates means
How to walk.
How to walk. Exactly. But in English, you say, how do I get there? Which way is it? It was
Yeah.
100 ways. But in Chinese, it's
怎么走？
怎么走? Not 走 meaning
To walk.
to walk.
Third tone.
Yes.
And 怎么 means how.
How.
对，
Literally was how walk. How walk I.
怎么走？
怎么走?
对
Now that's great. You could be anywhere, right? You could be in a building, right? And you ask the guy downstairs, for a company, well, 怎么走? How do I get there? You
对
just go over there to the elevator and say, 怎么走?
怎么走 Very, very handy when you
Indeed.
ask for direction.
That is correct. Now, and here is more specific directions here. We have
一直走，右转。一直走，右转。
now, 一直走, meaning
Walk straight.
walk straight.
对
Yeah, walk straight. 走, once again, third tone is go or walk. And 一直 meaning
Keep
straight.
doing something straight.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep it up. 一直, continue,
一直，对
straight. Essentially here it means straight. So, in fact, literally it's straight walk. Keep walking, whatever.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. 一直走.
Which liquor are we talking about?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, exactly.
Johnny Walker, keep walking.
一直走.
一直走.
I didn't realize that they were doing more ads again here. 一直走 as in keep walking straight. And then turn right.
右转，右转。
右转.
So in Chinese we say right turn.
Right turn. Yeah.
右 fourth tone meaning right. And 转
转
to turn.
To turn. There you go. So 一直走 would be straight walk,
对，
right turn. There you go.
是的。
Yeah, go straight and turn right. There you go. Okay, let's listen to that 3 more times, shall we?
Yes.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
Dialogue first time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
Second time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
Third time.
请问天安门在哪里？
在前面，
怎么走？
一直走，右转。
Okay, now, so this is for our visitor to Beijing, and Beijing is a great place to walk.
I love it. The streets are so wide
Yes.
and just beautiful architecture all
Yes,
around.
very distinctive architecture. And it really is a great place to walk.
Very stately.
Very stately.
Yeah, and it's very big. You could say it's a very walkable place because
Yes.
it's so big, but
Yes.
because of that, it's not very walkable.
Well, in that sense, the distances are quite far,
Yeah.
but it is walking friendly, much more so than some of the other cities. I think it's more walking friendly, for example, in Shanghai, for example.
Shanghai, you keep bumping into people.
Yeah,
and
it's more the streets.
more chaotic.
It's more chaotic, and the streets can be smaller and narrower sometimes. And sometimes you're walking on the street, and suddenly the street ends, and you're like, how do I get ahead here?
But that's the fun.
That's the fun.
Ken.
It is for sure.
It's a labyrinth.
Yes. So Beijing, definitely a great place for walking, and I hope that lesson was useful.
And you can use the language to play with direction and
Indeed.
asking
And
for
practice.
directions.
That's
对
right. Okay, well, it's almost time for us to go. I think we'll be back again tomorrow, shall we not, with another
We
lesson?
shall be.
Okay, so in the meantime, don't forget to go to ChinesePod.com and explore there the lessons. We'll be back again tomorrow. Right now, time to say
Take care and 再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0909
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0909
0909
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0909